Hello everyone, my name is Raven, and welcome to Raven 6754 Gaming, and welcome to Farthest Frontier, an amazing new game by Crate Entertainment. You know, the developers of Grim Dawn, and before that they made Titan Quest, technically. And, yeah, I mean, it's awesome, by the way. So before we get started, I just want to point out that this key was provided by the developers, and I greatly appreciate it because I started like a test recording, I made a settlement test recording, just to make sure that everything works out properly, okay? And I'm sitting there playing it, and yeah, I get sucked into it, and 10 minutes go by, and I'm like, wait, I want to play this, for the first time, so I had to like stop. Fortunately, I spent a lot of it just messing around with stuff, so it was more like 2 minutes of gameplay instead of 10 minutes, but it's already addictive. So we're going to play on Pioneer. Actually, you know what? Let's play on Trailblazer with the large map. All right, we got to think of a name. I don't want to call it East Marsh. I don't want to call it that either. I don't want to call it that. I don't want to call it that. Kingsport. Kingsport it is. We'll be playing on Kingsport. That's great. Will we live? Will we die? I don't know. I mean, this could go, so many different ways here.
Life can be harsh everywhere. But in the old world, there was no hope of it ever improving. When our crops failed, the ruling class would still collect the same share, leaving our children to starve. And if we had any coin to our name, the taxman would appear, demanding it for the crown. The nobles hid behind the safety of their walls and did nothing when raiders pillaged the outskirts of the city. And so, some of us decided that it was time to leave. That we'd rather take our chances in the wilderness, seeking the promise of a new land, than starve to death in our homeland. The journey wasn't easy. We lost many along the way. But this wild, unsettled land offers us the hope of a new start as the masters of our own destiny.
Okay, and it takes a little bit to load. So another thing I want to point out that I probably should have pointed out at the back of the main menu is that this game is a pre-release version of course, the early access. So I'm sure there are probably a few bugs. The biggest one that I've noticed is that occasionally it freezes for a second, and it just it's perfectly fine. It just goes on with its life, and everything's perfectly acceptable again. So I mean, yay. But other than that, I haven't noticed any bugs or issues. But I've only played 10 minutes, so, we're going to figure this all out together. And as the way this goes, I really don't know. Should be good, though. Should be pretty good. So, yeah, and we can get, rated, all kinds of stuff. Supposedly, this is, a really fantastic city builder from what I've heard. And I'm going to find out. I'm a huge fan of particularly these types of city builders. I like the survival aspects. I don't like it when they have, ridiculous things, where they just continuously throw raids at you, because I find that to just be crazy, right? Eventually, a fortified town really shouldn't get raided that often, in my opinion, just because, I'm hoping that the game AI takes into account, your total strength, right? Because, it's the whole cost-effective approach, Raiders are not going to raid a town with walls and guards and stone walls as easily as they are going to raid a town without all of that, because, they don't want to die any more than anyone else. They just want to steal everything. So you have to take that into account. Now, I have no idea if it crashed. I assume it didn't. But yeah, I did pick a large map. So, oh, no, here we go. All right, wait, hang on. Wait a minute. Ah, there it goes. Oof. By the way, this game is made in Unity, so, make of that what you will. All right. Okay, yeah, so here's the glitchiness. But it clears up really fast. So if we hit G, We can toggle the overlay. So, so there's desirability. There's water. And then F is fertility. So, like, we probably don't want to smack our, our thing, like, right there. Because, honestly, this is probably a really good spot to put some farmland. So I think what we'll do is we'll try to find somewhere flat. All right, let's go over here. What is this? A bird's nest. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's... All right. And that is a mountain. Wow, this is a interesting level here. Let's see what else we got. Ooh. Wow. Let's see. F2. F3, F4. Ah, okay. So what is this? Hawthorn, greens. Cause you forage and stuff kind of early on. I'm actually gonna set up over here. I think there's just enough over here that I think that we can sort of justify, setting up over here. So we'll set up over here. Though, a predator was immediately sighted. As it turns out, that many people kills really darn quick. Okay, so we got to do some stuff. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to lay down the law with roads because, I mean, roads not only increase desirability, but they sort of force a path. People are being attacked again? Seriously? Oh, I lost a villager already? Oh, that is so uncool, man. Well, all right. So we go from 12 to 11. Yeah, we're doing super, everybody. Like, this is an amazing start already. I can just feel the amazingness of the horror that this is gonna, do. You can also use right mouse to move around as well, and of course middle mouse to rotate. Everything's right there. You guys can see it, but we're gonna get out of that overlay and just go into the proper here. And you can see it's very grassy, very hilly sort of thing. There's willow bush, patch of herbs, blueberry bush. So we're probably going to get some fish out of here, which is one reason why I picked here because, fish seems a little more consistent. So if you've ever played like Banished or whatever, it's kind of like Banished, but like way, 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 way more complex in certain ways. Food spoils, which is like, well, duh, of course food spoils. No, seriously, food spoils. So I don't know which way we're going to go here because I kind of built in like prime, territory for a whole lot of stuff. There's a clay deposit just like right there. There's some deer right there. Now the good news is I'm not too worried about a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna clear all this out. Uh-oh, predator sighted. Get it! Help him! Right, good, run away. Yeah, when you get hurt, you run away. There you go, perfect. So, yeah, like I said, I'm not too concerned about this. Kingsport is going to grow into something spectacular, okay? Even if we lose everybody and we're down to like 2 people, we're going to keep trucking forward. So yeah, they're gonna have to clear this stuff out. So we have like a basic dirt road, which is kind of fine. There's tools, there's some weapons, some bows. There's a fair bit of food, and even some raw materials. I guess building near these deer kind of ended up being somewhat of a negative. Yes, I know firewood is low. It's like the beginning of the game. Of course, firewood is low. All right, so we have our bare bones little hut house, our town center. Now, I think we're gonna kind of build this way a little bit just because there's slightly less resources this way, but we're gonna need some housing. So I'm gonna have the houses all pull off from like the top here. I don't really want housing. There we go. So we're just going to build it in clumps of 4. I don't really know what the best way is. What I'm hoping is that this will help fire management is what I'm really hoping it'll do. Okay, so another thing we're going to need, obviously, is, of course, food, right? Because, you know, I mean, yeah. So for food production, because, again, you know, we don't really have a lot of space, we're going to get a hunter's cabin up over here. And the other thing we're going to get is a forager's shack, like, right across from it. And we'll probably just clear this out. All right. That's going to annoy me. All right, so we're going to disable all this stuff. And we're just going to have it do this. There we go. Okay, perfect. So we're probably going to kind of wreck our early game, you know, a little bit. Because, you know, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, we're kind of clearing out a bunch of stuff. But I think we'll be okay. I think. Maybe we'll be okay. So we got some kids. Quite a lot of kids, it seems. And housing is kind of going up. I think these support 4 apiece. So, you know. We don't really have a lot of people, but it seems like even kids do some work. So, you know, you can't go wrong with that. Right? Right? Yeah. No. No. Stop. No. Not funny. A little funny, but not funny. Notifications, I tell you. But yeah, we'll get there. And yeah, they're already like clearing all this stuff out. Stone will be good. Actually, I'm gonna remove the stone as a target for now. I view it as a total waste of time for now. I mean, of course, later on, you know, it's gonna be absolute 100%. Oh my God, you know, we need this like right now. Now for resources, we will need a well. Wells provide drinking water. And lack of tree coverage can cause them to dry out. Interesting. A firewood splitter. All right, so we are going to need a firewood splitter. I'm just going to put this over here because I already know that it's going to be over here. We're going to need this early on. And I do like, you know, because like right now, you know, we have quite a bit of food, but not a lot of food. So am I clearing this out? All right, hang on. I'll let them remove that one bit just because I think it's in the way. But I think we're going to pop a well right here. All right, hang on. I'm going to just... A new villager immigrated. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we're going to go back into the build menu. And I'm going to put a well... I'm going to put it right there. So I'm hoping that the trees that don't get destroyed by this thing... Actually, you know what? I'm going to remove that. Put it right there. Okay. Trying to keep some level of tree coverage. So all this stuff is just going to have to stay. So... Yeah, so see, you got food stores, we got smoked meat, we got some stuff. Yeah, and there's the next tier have 6 houses. So, you know, we are going to need quite a bit. We obviously need decorations. All right, I get space to pause. So we get some walls and some road. Get some defenses, a lookout tower, resources, food production, amenities and service. Okay, graveyard. Oh. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop the graveyard right there. And I will disable this, and hopefully they'll go straight away. Because it doesn't look like the graveyard really requires much of anything as far as resources go. I could be wrong. Yep, doesn't really require much. So we'll do that. Gosh, the start to this is kind of brutal, actually. I love it. You know, is there a way to, like, set a building priority. Ah, there we go. We can prioritize that. So try to get everybody over there and get them building it. Perfect. So someone's already seeking weapons. Perfect. So the other thing we need to do is we need to get some storage. So we have a storehouse and a root cellar. But we need a stockyard first. Because, you know, of course you do, right? I don't know exactly where I'm going to put this thing, but I'm going to put it somewhere. I don't really know where, but I'm going to put it somewhere. So can I move the search area? Ah, yes. I can retarget the worker radius. Perfect. So I don't actually have to, like, maneuver that thing around or anything like that. Oh, wait. Did I? Ooh. Because one thing we're really going to need, I think I'm going to put the stockyard up over here just because this seems to be, like, I'll put it right here. Actually, I don't really want it right there. I'll put it over here. Okay, so everybody's coming over. They're just building it as fast as possible, which is great. Yeah, there's still quite a bit of deer, but we need the root cellar because we need to, like, you know, we're gonna lose stuff. You know, just keeping, you know. And, of course, the other thing we're going to need is, of course, housing. Because, you know, housing is very important. Perfect. So, oh boy. Oh, good. It was just saving the game. I was like, oh my gosh, no. It can hold 60 people, so hopefully it, like, stays that way for, like, ever. And, you know, hopefully it doesn't lower desirability. That would suck. Be like, yeah, you know, like, one of the greatest places I ever, you know, start, you know, it's... No, that would suck. The good news is, though, we are starting to get some firewood. What? I did not mean to do that, but here we are. All right. Wow. The housing count is 16, so we can actually store 4 more people. Yeah, I'm kind of getting the sneaking suspicion here, though, that one thing that is very interesting about this, there's a lot of deer over here. I'm going to try not to build too much over there. So let's look at food production and what else we can get. We get a fishing shack. That's actually pretty cool. Invalid placement. All right. I mean, where else exactly should I put it? Like, I don't know why it's invalid. Anyway, so at least we have a well now. Has run dry. Build more wells or upgrade them to increase water capacity and fill rate. What? What? Oh, but it does have... Okay, whatever. Water storage is steadily and slowly going up. Okay, now, the next thing we're definitely going to need is... under storage here... a root cellar. Now, a storehouse is pretty good, too. But we're going to need this root cellar, like, pronto. So, actually, I think I'm going to put the root cellar, like, up and over here. And wouldn't you know it, I need to harvest this stuff here. So, it seems okay. We'll probably put a well over here as well. I don't really know the distance of everything. But, yeah. I mean, you don't want to just drink out of that. I mean, ugh. good way to get yourself kind of sickly. So let's see how food's doing. Whoops. Let's hover over this here. So we have 24 meat. I don't know particularly what that means. I assume it means it's cooked. So hopefully they eat the fresh stuff first. That's my guess. You know, best guess there. We'll harvest this. We'll harvest this. Harvest. 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 So we'll hit C here, and we just want trees. Clear it. Clear it. Clear it. This is much, much, much easier. Yeah, I don't... Is there, like, a way to automate, like, some... What we got here? A saw pit, a firewood splitter, another well... I guess I have to upgrade, huh? Yeah, cobbler, Fletcher, compost yard, amenities and service, resources, a work camp, a clay pit, work camp. There we go. Okay, so that's a tier 2 building, so we're a ways from that. So for now, we're just going to be manually managing everything, which is not that bad of an issue, but yeah. So it looks like wells just kind of slowly like dry up and what have yous, which is fine. So I'm gonna need a Fletcher though, like for real, like gonna need a Fletcher. Wow, this is crazy. Like we haven't even looked around the whole map yet. Oh right, because yeah, we already kind of picked our spot. I think fishing is these people are gonna be excellent at eating fish because they don't really have much of a choice. I mean, you know, it's yeah, we're 100% here. Yeah, and we need more villagers. Like that's painfully obvious to me at the moment. You know, needing more villagers. So we're gonna clear this area out completely. Seems like that has some firewood. I think I used a lot of the firewood. I mean, one log does make 15, but man, did I use a lot of it. So is there a way to get rid of this thing? No. Maybe there's a way to get rid of it, like, once you have a place to put everything. Like, maybe once the cellars, the root cellar is done, and then get, like, maybe the log house or something like that. Oh, okay, cool. I almost need 2 of these, to be honest. I mean, but, you know, I really don't want to... I'm thinking... Because this is going to become farmland, 100%. And by the way, the farmland, in my opinion, looks really cool. Like really, really cool. So, like, crop fields are, like, very, very cool. Like, fertility is absolutely nuts around here. The only reason that we're not going to go, like, you know, kind of straight for crops like that right now, it's because we need things like... We need things like this. So, we have this fence, and then we have a fieldstone wall, you know, which is a lot more expensive. We need a fence gate. There's a dirt road. And yeah, and then of course there's a bunch of decoration stuff, which, you know, oh, actually, what does that cost? Gold? Yeah. Maybe I can plant. Oh, cool. Gold is quite useful, it seems. So yeah, I'm gonna try to, like, you know, put some stuff around, provide some shade for the wells. Because I like it, you know, I'm not. Let's see, resources. So we have a well. What do we got? Sand pit, iron mine, gold mine, coal mine, candle shop, weaver. Yeah, but what do we have in the relation to, like, water? Because, I mean, are wells the only source of water? Because, I mean, that's not, like, the worst problem to have, but, it's certainly not, the best. Okay, so we're getting some food stacked up in here. Now, is there a way... Is there a way to move, is there a way to not move it around, because I don't actually want to do that. Darn. Let's see. Let's get some trees. Let's move all of these. See, part of the problem is I don't really... They have plans to immigrate. Oh, absolutely. I mean, 100%. You guys want in this, this very lovely, very beautiful place? Abso-freaking-lutely. You get over here, like, right now. All right, so... I mean, kind of the problem I see here immediately. Invalid placement. Kind of annoying. Let's see. Food production. Fishing shack. Okay. Sure. I mean, okay. All right. So we kind of have that. And a smokehouse. Ooh. Dries and cures meat. I 100% not only like this idea. Ooh. So gold can be generated, eh? Town center, a mart. I guess that was it saving. Okay. A market. Okay, requires a saw pit and a storehouse. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a storehouse, because this thing eats up a lot of resources. Okay. I mean, yeah, like 25 there. It's like, whew, man. So I think another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this out and this. Because again, I guess I'll clear this because I got to start expanding upwards. I know I put some of my starting people down here, but now I don't know how good food production's doing. Months in public storage, 5 months of food to spoil in the next 12 months. A lot. So yeah, we're gonna start putting a bit of everything everywhere. Oof. Okay. Now, fish. Fish over here. I mean, you're not really traveling that far. And I don't know how much, you would deplete, but fishing areas, fish count, that's not bad. I mean, this shouldn't be that bad. All right. So does that mean that they're moving stuff over? I don't that is something that I do not 100% understand. All right, so let me just, turn all this off. 3 new villagers emigrated. Nice. So how we looking here? 15 adults and 6 adolescents. Spectacular. So, yeah. And it looks like that this is kind of sort of growing. Now, housing, not doing super great for housing. And I really don't want to just start, building lots and lots of stuff because food stocks are low. You don't say. I mean, what exactly did they do with it? Oh. Did they go over and eat it all? Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. It's a little worrisome, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad. No, it's gonna be terrible. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Kingsport doesn't make it through the winter. Okay. And we are hunting. And we are fishing. Now, there is quite a bit of meat. And, of course, there's still smoked meat. You know, quite a lot there. I guess they're not gonna do a whole lot, are they? I mean, the thing is, I need this stuff built, people. But you know, it's whatever. I mean, you know, it's it's whatever. I mean, I'm only a little horrified right now. Lovely. I don't know if we're gonna make it, to be honest, which kind of really sucks. Everyone's just like, nah, man, we're staying in our home. Is you know, food stocks are low. Of course, food stocks are low. Like, you guys were just like, you know, let's go. Just, you know, it's I don't. Again, I mean, at some point, you guys have to go out. Like, you can't, you know, you can't just, you know, sit inside of the, you know. I guess this just means, okay. I mean, this is kind of weird, but I think I get it. Like, okay, so good. See. All right, perfect. That should really help food storage a lot, because there is actually, you know, a fair bit of, quite a bit of different types of, you know, items and so forth. So I think what I'll do is I'm just going to turn all this off, because it doesn't look like they really do anything with it so much as, you know. I mean, yeah, I mean, Okay, so we do have 8. So for food, I'm just going to have to hunt or increase fishing. I mean, I really don't know what else to do other than just fish more. I mean, it takes 10. I mean, if I'm going to make it through the... I mean, I am actually producing fish, right? Like, he is... Oh, there's 30 fish there. Why is that not being taken into account? Is it because it spoils? I really don't know. Okay, got some... All right, okay. I really don't fully understand how this works, but I'm very confused and very hopeful that I'll make it through the darn winter. I mean, the only upside to this is winter is almost sort of over. A predator was sighted. Okay, they made it. Barely, but they made it. And for me, that's plenty. They have plenty of food. They have plenty of other stuff. I think they'll be okay. Now, this particular building is going to go somewhere else because we can't have that building there. And I am also going to grab one more house. And I'm probably also going to put another well somewhere just because I don't think that... Okay, that actually is quite a lot. Never mind. Actually, you know what? Let's go to resources and let's select the well. Okay, perfect. So I think I could put it up here, and then, you know, later on maybe put like 4 trees there or something, not only to increase, or I could even put it here. Okay, now, go fish right now, like literally right now. Ah, I see. Now, why are they putting like, do they live in these shacks? Like, one thing I don't understand is, why is there food in, you know, these production buildings? Like, it is something that I don't fully grasp. And, you know, which, okay, food is going up. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, good. Now, I have 2 choices. I could get another forager's hut, which is very appealing right now. And I'm going to do it because I don't know. Farming is going to become the first thing that I'm going to do. So we're going to clear stones, bushes, berries, basically everything. So we're actually going to do it down here because I think this was one of the most fertile areas to do it. I'm going to add all that stuff to the thing there. Okay, well, the good news is nothing's going to get spoiled. And there's 88 of that in stock. I can put... You can put food in there? I think you should actually put food in the root cellar, shouldn't you? Like, shouldn't a partially underground structure... Yeah, I can't do a whole lot of upgrading. No one's sick, at least. Thank goodness. Again, I totally don't understand why it does that, but... I mean, you know, it's alright. I mean, it's not the worst thing that could ever happen, by any stretch of the imagination. So, yeah. I'm also gonna need a Fletcher. My gosh, it's like I need everything. Like, that is truly becoming a very apparent issue. Is the need for, quite frankly, everything. And I think I'm gonna have it go over here. I'm gonna try to get some variety in terms of everything. Let's see. Let's also get another food production. Let's also get another hunter's cabin. Now, I don't know if I truly have, like, the resources for all of this. But, quite frankly, there's not really a whole lot I can do about that. Because, well, quite frankly, I need to, you know, use all of this. Okay, so there's a fair bit of greens and berries and stuff like that in the radius of it. I think you kind of harvested everything. I kind of wish that it would be like, you know, a bit more telling as to like everything. All right, we're going to go over here now. So once this is cleared out, we're going to get some crops. But in order to get crops, we're going to actually have to build some fences in order to keep some animals out. And I might actually use stone instead of wood just because I have more of it. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see, right? I mean... I do have a lot more stone. Okay. Now the hunter's radius... Wait, which is this? Ah, this is the forager's shack. Okay, so I'm going to send this one over here. It's quite a distance to go, but I certainly feel like it's... a little bit better than before. Okay, so I have a growing stockpile and surplus of food now. Thank goodness. We're gonna put housing over here because I am gonna grab another house. Just one because I have 28, and you know I don't need to go like super crazy on stuff. I feel like overbuilding could potentially be a really big downfall in this game. Just because, you know, if you know, it's like anything else in life. You know, if you overdo it. Now, All right, so I'm gonna need a saw pit right now. Location desirability. Oh yeah, that is just beautiful. I think I'm gonna go over here and just plonk it right here, mainly because slope is too steep. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. I know you can, like, wait a minute. That's coal up there. Well, this is also gonna turn into a nightmare as well. Oh yeah, so I can actually check that. That doesn't seem to affect desirability at all. But this kills desirability. So I might end up having to, like, expand the graveyard. Well, the clay pit's right there, right? So hang on, let me just delete this construction site here. And let me just make sure that the thing is not in the way of the clay pit. Okay. Good. Because, you know, we do want the clay deposit. So I don't want to wreck too much there, you know? Alright. So. We need to hurry up if we're going to get any... oh, good God. Any form of... Alright, so this is the size of our little thing here. And we are, of course, going to need some form of... So, I don't know. I mean, maybe that... Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. That gets expensive really quick. Okay. So we're going to leave this little patch over here alone. Now, how are we doing on food? Quite a bit. Not a lot in the terms of the vegetable and the fruit category, though. This is still doing okay. I haven't really depleted this area yet. Again, I don't understand why they want to store... Why do you store food? Run away! No! No. Oh, well. At least I got some new villagers. Run to your house. Okay, there we go. Run to your house. Run to your house. Run! Trust me. It's perfectly okay to run away. I don't think I'm going to actually be able to get crops this year either. But I will at least get the basic you know, structure layout built. And I'm gonna just mark all this for clearing. Because yeah. Now, the downside is what I've immediately noticed is the fact that the deer have significantly decreased. So let's go to this hunter's cabin. Oh, that's why, because there's two of them. Yeah. How about this? How about that one's there, that one's there. Yeah, no wonder they decrease. There's two hunters on that one plot. Okay, I have a sawmill. Awesome. Don't have any saws yet, but I have a sawmill. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, now that we have that, I think there was an amenity that we needed. Yes, a market. Now this did, if I recall, increase desirability. Now one thing I didn't want to do is, I really did not want to, I might have to put it here. Oh, man. Ah. Alright. Well, darn it. I'm gonna have to delete this road. That's what I didn't want to do. I mean, I kind of feel like I'm kind of in between like a rock and a hard place here with this. Because on the one hand, I really cannot stress enough how much I don't want to build over in these areas. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, it's kind of like the problem with real life, you know? Like, at a certain point, you know, you have to progress, right? You have to pick and choose. And, you know, I just, I'm not a fan. That, unfortunately, is being removed. But I think when I put the other well over here, I think that will cover a fair bit. And plus, if we're making gold, I could just plant some trees, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to plant trees basically anywhere I can, in particular around the well. I assume that they function like regular, you know, trees. Or, you know, something to that effect. Okay, I'll do it that way then. Let's delete this dirt road. I know I keep wasting time, but I really do want it to look nice, you know. Or at least as nice as one can make something like this look, anyway. So, food is doing much better. We do have a fair bit more. So let's take a look at, you know, like what's in the location here. This looks completely used out, so I'm just gonna grab that. This person, the deer population's going back up. This one's also going back up. Actually, you know, instead of going up there, could go down here. Wait. Isn't that where this one is? Is that not selecting? Ah, yes, it's where that one is. So, yeah. And, of course, you know, we'll eventually clear this out. And, you know, over here, we'll build another one and we'll extend it. And we'll build multiple ways into the fields. So, I know these fields are, like, actually very, very small. And it's true. They are actually very, very small. But, I mean, you know. Well, I think we can build, like, under decorations. I think we can put in, like, a garden trail, small garden, a small shrub. I don't know. We'll have to see what this actually ends up really looking like. But I think what I'll do... interesting. Is I'll probably build some decorations in between. Again, what I'm really hoping for, of course, is... Oh, it's 5 people working on that, man. That is nuts. Okay, so the other thing that we need is a Fletcher. Because as much as I would like to just, you know, only ever do anything with, like, say... Well, let's wait until this is completed, and then I'll get the Fletcher. I think I'm okay for now. I mean, I got 40. I got 13 months of food and growing. So, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, there's going to be a lot of fish. Yeah, so let's take a look. Is there like a specific job, a cobbler's shop, and avoid injury while working? Okay, Fletcher, a basket shop. They carry more. What's this? Compost yard. Food production. I think the smokehouse is doing fine. Let's see what storage has. What I'm looking for is, like, was there something for, like, you know... Yeah, I don't really want that. I mean, I don't even want this thing anymore. At least we have some willow. That's actually good. You know, we're... Oh, cool. This is done. Nice. I can't believe, like, there's only, like, one person working this. This is nuts. But at least this is working full-time. Very, very important, that is. Rosebush. It also looks like I'm hoping that plants kind of, like, you know, grow, you know, sort of, like, on their own type deal. Winter is horrid. Not a fan of winter. Winter is just not my thing. Yeah. So. Yeah. But if I can, let's see. Decorations. Let's get some maple. Ah, cool. So, yeah, I could put one there. I could put one there. I could put one there. Yeah, we could very easily, you know, get some. 4 new villagers emigrated. Wow. Instant population expansion. My goodness. Which is fine, right? Because that means that people will be able to do stuff. Now, once again, like I said, this field, horribly, horribly small. But maybe small fields is what I want. I really don't know. I mean, you know, smaller fields are easier to manage. I know that. I don't know how this fence keeps a deer out. A deer could just right over top of that. But, there's 52 willow there. Right, what exactly does upgrading... Alright, let's see if the road tells me. They travel faster, which I already knew. I can upgrade? Like, how exactly do you upgrade a dirt road? Alright, I'm just gonna upgrade it, because it's like, oh, you can upgrade the dirt road. Like, when did they pack it? I mean, if they did that, that'd be pretty cool. Like, how do you upgrade a dirt road? Again, okay. Oh, someone died. Oh, someone became a senior. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. So the downside is, of course, you know, we're also going to really need to hurry up and get to certain types of resources because tools and weapons and so forth are actually quite useful. And yeah. And yeah, like if I might end up building one more fishery. And purely for the sake of the fact that there's so much fish, you know, in the area, because this is a huge pond. And, you know, if I have to, I can live off fish. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with living off of fish, of course. We're storing some hide. Okay. Again, I have no earthly idea what this is going to look like. And maybe it'll be better. Who knows? So let's look at the cobbler. Cobbler. All right, so I'm going to need a tannery and a cobbler. I'm going to need both. And another well. But maybe I can put a well. Oh, this is done? Sweet. All right. Oh, okay. I get it. All right, that's not anywhere near the house or the housing area or anything like that. But, you know, again, working within my limitations there. So that'll probably never really upgrade. I mean, it probably will eventually because I'll probably end up building another market somewhere. But that's pretty cool. No workers, larger work area. Can this upgrade? No, this can't upgrade. Can this upgrade? It can. A cobbled road. Oh. I'm not touching that because I don't want to touch that. Literally, this is nuts. Like, there's 5 people working on this, apparently. And, I mean, that is just crazy to me. You know, like, that's just crazy to me. All right, so we're going to need a Fletcher first. Because getting hurt is terrible and downright awful, and I don't want anybody to get hurt. Yeah, desirability is absolute garbage. Oh, sweet. All right, so I can get some decorations up in here. All right, so I really like oaks. Oaks are really pretty for me. I love oaks. I think they're gorgeous. All right, so we're just gonna build these 3. We're gonna see what they do. So, yeah. So. All right, everyone. Actually, I'm going to prioritize one of these because I really want to see, like... Let's get one of these, hopefully, constructed. How we doing on food? Let's see here. Doing okay. And eventually, of course, you know, we'll have livestock. Which that will be the big game changer. All right, so bring the gold over, please. Where do they store the gold? They store it over there? All right, let's zoom in. Okay, he's working on it. So 27 are fits work. Happiness, they're pretty happy. They need some more shoes and clothes, I understand. But you know, all right, 28. Is this dude actually going to finish? Oh, wow. Oh, okay, so we can harvest these things for resources. Perfect. Okay. So, that's awesome. All right. All right, everyone, we're approaching kind of the time limit here. So I just want to thank everybody for watching if you made it to this point. I also want to say thank you very much for the developers for, you know, sending me a key to this game. This game is awesome, and I really, really like it. And I look forward to, you know, continuously playing it and uploading a video. So I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell, you know, to get that notification. And if you'd like to support the channel, you become a member. You can hit either the membership button or the join button. Get some pretty cool, awesome perks. And the only other thing that I can really say is I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.